Stop worrying so much. You are not weak because your heart is tired. You are not failing because you feel afraid. You are only human, carrying more than people can see. Your mind keeps creating problems that have not happened yet. It shows you the worst future again and again. It makes you believe everything will fall apart. But fear is not truth. Fear is only a voice inside you. Buddha's wisdom teaches us to return to this moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not the story in your head. Only this breath, only this step, only this moment. This is where peace begins. You do not need to fix your entire life tonight. You do not need to have every answer right now. You do not need to prove that you are okay. Just stop fighting yourself for a moment. Everything will not be solved by panic. Everything will not become clear by overthinking. The more you rush, the more your heart becomes lost. So slow down, breathe, come back to yourself. You are still here. That means you have survived every painful day so far. You may be tired, but you are not finished. You may be afraid, but you are not alone. One of the deepest causes of suffering is trying to control everything around you. People, outcomes, the future. You hold everything so tightly that your heart cannot rest. You want people to understand you perfectly. You want life to go exactly as planned. You want certainty before taking another step. But life has never worked that way. Buddha's wisdom teaches acceptance, not giving up, not weakness. Acceptance means seeing reality clearly without fighting every moment of it. Some things will leave your life. Some people will change suddenly. Some plans will fall apart without warning. And none of that means your life is over. You are exhausting yourself trying to prevent every painful possibility. But pain is part of being alive. No human can escape uncertainty completely. The more you try to force life, the heavier your heart becomes. But when you stop fighting every wave, your spirit slowly begins to breathe again. You do not need complete certainty tonight. You only need enough strength for this moment. One breath, one step, one quiet decision to continue. That is already enough. Stop trying to carry the entire future at once. No heart was built for that weight. Let tomorrow arrive slowly, and let yourself rest tonight. One of the quietest forms of suffering is living for other people's approval. You change yourself to avoid rejection. You hide your pain just to be accepted. You become exhausted trying to please everyone. You overthink every word you said. You worry about how people see you. And slowly forget who you really are. Buddha's wisdom reminds us of something important. No matter how kind you are, some people will misunderstand you. Some people will never see your true heart. You cannot build peace while constantly asking the world for permission. You cannot heal while abandoning yourself to satisfy others. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Not everyone deserves your endless explanations. Sometimes the most peaceful choice is to become quiet and step away. You are not selfish for protecting your peace. You are not cold for setting boundaries. A tired soul also deserves rest. A wounded heart also deserves kindness. Stop shrinking yourself to fit to places that were never meant for your spirit. Stop begging to be understood, people who refuse to listen. The moment you stop chasing approval, your heart becomes lighter, and for the first time in a long while, you begin to feel like yourself again. Your mind has been fighting for too long. Too many thoughts, too many fears, too many silent battles. You wake up tired even after sleeping, because your mind never truly rests. Sometimes you become afraid of your own thoughts. You replay painful memories again and again. You imagine terrible futures before they happen, and slowly, anxiety begins controlling your life. Buddha's wisdom teaches this clearly. You are not every thought inside your mind. Thoughts come and go like passing weather, but your true self is deeper than temporary fear. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every fear deserves your belief. A tired mind often creates darkness that is not real, and overthinking turns small pain into endless suffering. You do not need to win every battle in your head. You do not need to solve every fear tonight. Sometimes healing begins when you stop arguing with your own mind. Sit quietly for a moment. Take one slow breath, then another. You are still here, and that means your story is not over yet. Your mind may be tired, your heart may feel heavy, but even now, there is still strength inside you that refuses to disappear. So tonight, stop attacking yourself. Stop believing every dark thought. You deserve peace too, and your soul deserves silence after so much pain. Some pain stays in your life because you keep holding on to what hurts you. You keep reopening the same wound. You keep giving energy to things that destroy your peace. Not every relationship is meant to stay forever. Not every person is meant to walk beside you forever. Some people only teach you pain. Some people only teach you what must be released. Buddha's wisdom teaches non-attachment. The tighter you hold on to suffering, the deeper it enters your heart, and slowly your spirit loses its freedom. You are exhausted because you keep carrying dead weight, old regrets, old memories. You replay the same sadness every night, and your heart never gets the chance to heal. Letting go does not mean you never cared. It does not mean your pain was meaningless. It means you are finally choosing peace instead of endless suffering. You cannot heal in the same place that keeps breaking your spirit. You cannot grow while holding on to everything that hurts you. Maybe it is time to stop chasing what keeps running away. Maybe it is time to stop begging for love and understanding. Maybe peace begins when you quietly release what no longer loves you back. Tonight, let your heart breathe again. You do not have to carry every pain forever. Some things are meant to leave your life, and sometimes that is the beginning of peace. Right now, your pain feels endless. You wake up with heaviness in your chest. You carry sadness into every quiet moment. And part of you wonders if this feeling will ever disappear. Buddha's wisdom teaches impermanence. Nothing in this world stays the same forever. Not happiness, not pain, not even the darkest night. Everything moves, everything changes. Your mind tells you this pain will never end, but your mind has lied to you before. There were days you thought you could not survive, and yet you are still here. Healing does not arrive all at once. It comes quietly and slowly. One calmer breath, one softer thought, one peaceful night. Little by little, your soul begins returning to itself. Do not hate yourself for still struggling. Do not rush your healing because others seem stronger. The heart heals differently, and every soul carries different scars. You are not behind in life. You are not broken beyond repair. You are simply healing from things that exhausted your spirit for a long time. One day, this pain will feel lighter. One day, your heart will breathe without fear again. One day, you will look back at this chapter and realize you survived something very heavy. So tonight, keep going gently. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You only need to keep your heart alive, and that alone is already strength. You have been too hard on yourself for too long. You blame yourself for every mistake. You replay old failures again and again in your mind. And slowly, your own thoughts become a prison. You speak to yourself with anger and disappointment. You call yourself weak when you are struggling. You compare your life to everyone around you, and your heart grows heavier every single day. Buddha's wisdom teaches compassion, not only for others, but also for yourself. A wounded heart cannot heal through hatred, and a tired soul cannot survive endless punishment. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to feel lost sometimes. You are allowed to fall apart and begin again. That is part of being human. Not every broken season means your life is ruined. Not every painful chapter is the end of your story. Some struggles are changing you quietly. Some pain is teaching your spirit to become stronger. Stop demanding perfection from yourself. Stop expecting yourself to heal instantly. You are not a machine without emotions. You are a human being carrying invisible battles. Maybe tonight is not about fixing everything. Maybe tonight is simply about surviving gently, taking one more breath, choosing not to give up on yourself. Be kinder to yourself tonight. Your heart has already suffered enough. You do not need more punishment. What your soul needs now is peace. Tonight, stop fighting yourself. Stop carrying every fear alone. You've suffered enough in silence. Now let your heart rest. Peace does not come when everything is perfect. Peace begins when you astonishing yourself. Breathe slowly. You are still here. And for tonight, that is enough.